Hi everybody, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I am here today. I'm going to do a get ready with me since I have an event to go to. Thought might as well film as I'm getting ready. As always, before we get into it, I will ask you to subscribe and like this channel. And if you have any makeup loving friends, please forward this, share this, pass it on, however you can do it. And I am also on Instagram at steak_and_brush. Alright, so I've already prepped and primed my face, so it's just time to start with the makeup. I'm going in with my Maybelline Dream Urban cover. I've been testing out a Dermacol, but I am definitely not wearing that today. Normally I would put this on the back of my hand, but I have been doing this lately just because I hate the feel of it on my hand. This might not be the best sanitary way to do it, but it makes me feel a little better. I am going to a League of Women Voters event tonight. I am actually the vice president of the local chapter, and we are having a dinner celebrating women in our community who have done great things with their volunteer work. So it's a great dinner, great chance to really kind of show off the women who are doing things that don't get to show off a lot. If you don't know, next year is actually the anniversary of the 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote. Sadly, we have only had it for 100 years when men have had like for 240, but we'll be doing a lot of celebrations, so check into your local League of Women Voters. Also, if you don't know much about them, they've been around for 100 years as well. And they are completely non-partisan, meaning that they're not Republican or Democrat. They are just for voter education. And we help get people registered, men and women, help them get registered to vote, and we help them learn about the elections. We have a site called vote411.org where if you go and you can put in your address and it brings up your ballot, and then they ask all the candidates the same questions, and then they put those answers up side by side so that you can see what their real-time responses were, and you know, that way you can choose between who you want to vote for, which, you know, everybody, not everybody, but it's easy to figure out who you want to vote for president because their stuff is all over the place. But when you go down to like your county commissioners and township trustees and all that kind of stuff, it's a little harder because there aren't a whole lot of avenues to find out about them. I just powdered my face before I did my concealer and put it all away because that's how I'm rolling today. By the way, I'm using my Maybelline Instant Ivory Wine and my Maybelline Fit Me powder, the pressed powder. Excuse me. So yeah, that's something the League of Women Voters does. And I encourage everybody, no matter what political party they are, to get out there and vote when the time comes. And if you have any issues, I don't care where you are, reach out to me. I'll help you figure out how to register to vote or find out who you want to vote for. Where do I want to go next? bronzer. Going in with my Wet n Wild bronzer in Queensland. And I've been loving this brush lately. This is the Wet n Wild Rebel Rose brush. So yeah, I don't get to do a whole lot of things like this. I stay at home so much. I'm not even sure when the last time I actually went out of the house was. I don't drive, and neither does my daughter, so my husband's the only person in the house that drives, and he works all the time. So it's nice to get out and do something once in a while. So what have you guys been doing? Anything interesting? My life recently has just been consisting of watching television, catching up on that. I was just trying to finish up the final season of Orange is the New Black. This is, by the way, the Becca Songbird blush. I'm a little heavy-handed with that. Event's actually this evening. This is early afternoon. We have to get there real early to set up since I'm on the committee, so I'm going to go in with my Colourpop Lunch Money Supershock Eyeliner. I also, last night, I am a huge American Ninja Warrior fan. I am not a sports person at all, but I love American Ninja Warrior. And I actually got to go to, they were here in Cincinnati in May, and we got to go to the city finals, and that was awesome. So last night I got to watch the first night, of course just on TV, of the Vegas finals. You guys watch that? I know my sister-in-law does. Hi, Devin. I was so disappointed that Flex LeBrec came so close again every year, just so close. One year she'll make it up though. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go too bold or bright on anything today because, of course, this is a little more of a, you know, it's a dinner and recognizing charity work, so it's definitely not a go super bold kind of night. You know what, I need to prime my lids. Get out my eye primer, my trusty old e.l.f. eye primer. Noticing I've been skipping the eye primer the past couple days, mostly because I've just been filming for you guys and not really going out anywhere, but it definitely does make a difference. I've noticed my eyeshadow fading much earlier than it normally would. So if you doubt that it works, it does work. And you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. I'm going in with my Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. Just wanted something very neutral. Where do I want to go? I think I'm just going to start with this in the crease. else has been going on? Let's see. My daughter started school. She is in her second year of college. I can't believe that. She is going to the local University of Cincinnati branch. Probably mentioned it before, but she has severe anxiety. And going to the main campus was something she needs to work up to. So community college is perfect for her. She can get those core classes in, get used to college, and then when she's ready, she can go down to main campus, which is not far away, but by that time she wants to be an architect, so when she gets into those classes, there'll be smaller classes. She just would not be able to handle a class of like 300 students. Alright, so what do I want to do now? I think I'm going to go in this warm brown here and do a halo look. I'm very into those lately. Wish this had a mirror. That's the only bad thing about this palette. You can't beat the price. I mean, it's a terrific price. I think it was $7.50, and that was the regular retail price. And I paid even less than that because I'm pretty sure I got this one on sale. But no mirror. I know I have spoken the praises of, I'm kind of heavy, of Makeup Revolution before, but in case you haven't heard, I really like it. They are a London, I believe, based company. And yes, a lot of their stuff are dupes. A lot of their stuff is not, though. And it is so reasonably priced. I mean, I think the most expensive palette I've seen is like $20. And, you know, that's great. It really is. And the dupes aren't straight on dupes. A lot of them, at least the eyeshadow palettes, they will have most of the colors of another palette, but they'll have some originals as well. And a lot of their dupes come out before the originals come out, so take that as you want it. Go in and deepen up the crease with this dark brown down here. I don't know how you guys feel about dupes, but here's my thought. I don't have a problem with them as long as they aren't claiming to be the original. Like, you know, I know there are companies out there that, you know, they sell in the same box. That's fraud. But, you know, I understand that, you know, these companies pay people, you know, like Anastasia Beverly Hills and stuff. They have people that, and they spend lots of money formulating and curating and doing all that. But I can't afford, and there are a lot of people out there who can't afford to drop $45 on up on an eyeshadow palette every time, you know, a pretty one comes out. I mean, Natasha Denona is $129. If you have the money to do that, that's terrific. But I can't go bankrupt because I want a pretty eyeshadow. I can't do that. And I've heard people compare it to like generics. And some people don't like generics because they don't think it's as good quality, and sometimes it's not. I understand that. But I don't have a problem going in and getting generic medicine, so I don't have a problem going in, and this is pretty much just generic makeup. Okay, I'm going to go in and just kind of do a little cut crease here in the middle, just so I am getting the biggest payoff. I should not have gone in like that with that. I should have put it on my hand first and not directly onto my eyelid, but I'm being kind of lazy today. I'm enjoying talking more than I am putting on my makeup. So do as I say, not as I do. Well, hi, Miss Maggie. My cat Maggie just decided to come in and say hi. I don't know if she's going to pop up or just swirl around my legs. I'm going to go in with this middle shade, this kind of rose gold. You going to come say hi? You come say hi? No? She is a bit of a diva. And by a, yes, hi. And by a bit, I mean quite a bit. She rules this house, and she did from the moment she walked in here. She was one of 2 kittens that we got at the same time. There was already an old cat here and a dog, and it didn't matter. She ruled. You want to come say hi? Come here, babe. Come say hi. Oh, she doesn't like to be held like this. Oh, but that was my Miss Maggie. That was your camera debut. Yes, it was. She could care less. Okay. Eyeshadow. Oh, I need to do my under eyes. She is still, even though we lost her litter mate, and what color do I want to go in with? We lost her litter mate and the old cat that we had at that time. She still rules over our dog. She's kind of, Sarah Jane's kind of terrified of her. And we have another, well, she's not a kitten anymore. We've had her for about a year. She's the mother, big sister figure to her. But she is queen of the house, definitely. And she lets you know it. You walk into a room and she demands your attention. She demands belly rubs. This eye's a little smokier than this one. And let's go in with an inner corner highlight. I'm just going to do this bottom gold, I believe. And do a little bit of bling. Okay, eyebrow time. mentioned in a previous video, I've been very bored with my eyebrows lately. I tried to shape them a little bit earlier today. Let's see if maybe that makes me feel like doing more with it. I'm not a big like Instagram kind of brow, but I also get bored with the same way it looks over and over again. But I have problems finding a shape and kind of design that's any better. This makes me feel a little better. Didn't do much, just kind of, I went into shape, just tried to make the arch a little more apparent, I guess. I don't want it to be horribly sharp, but yeah, I like that. Okay, I am going to attempt lashes today. Going in with my Ardelle Whispies. I've been doing lashes a lot, but I haven't in the past week or so. Just again, because I haven't gone anywhere, so what's the point of putting on lashes if I'm not going anywhere? Although, actually, I should put my eyeliner on first. It's my Wet n Wild Megaliner, my current favorite. Every day I say, oh, I'm not going to do a wing, I'll just do a simple thing. And then, yeah, I totally do a wing. Because once I finally figured out how to do it, I was excited. Sorry I'm so quiet during that, but it takes concentration to try to get them even. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my lashes while those dry down. I think I'm kind of getting to the last legs of these. The shape is, I'm starting to lose the shape of them. But since I'm new to lashes, I really don't know exactly how to tell when you're done with them. I'm just going straight on here with the glue. Ooh, ooh, there's a glob. There's a glob. Now I know they say to wait for them to dry down, but since I'm still fairly new, I kind of put them on, and I know they say, well, they will go around. Well, that's kind of why I put them down early, because I need them to wiggle around because I don't get them placed right at first. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know how much we missed. I realized while I was putting my lashes on, I was getting an error message that my storage was full. And so I had to go and delete a bunch of stuff. So I'm sorry if whatever got cut off. Hopefully not a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I don't know how much you missed, but one thing you didn't miss is that my phone is a piece of shit. It's an old phone. I need to replace it. I've just been biding my time to make sure I got the right one, but this is making it very hard to not be impatient and just grab the first thing I can. Okay, so I do have both eyelashes on. I don't know how much of that you saw. I apologize if you didn't see much. Alright, I am just going to go in with the Butter London Power Up Mascara. I'm using this mostly just to marry my lashes together, and because I want to help it curl my lashes a bit. If you don't get the placement quite right with the lashes, which I really didn't with this one, and you don't want to go in and redo it all, a curling mascara can help with that. Makes it stick up a little higher. I mean, this is an okay mascara. It's not anything, if it weren't for the curling, it wouldn't be anything fantastic. Where did I get this? Boxycharm, probably? But, so it'll work for this purpose. I loathe doing my lower lashes lately. They just cause me so much grief. They clump. They are never long enough. And I just, whatever I put on them smears. What was that, Miss Maggie? What'd you do? She's very upset because I'm sitting in her chair. My vanity chair has become her chair. And I'm in the room, I'm not paying attention to her. You can see her tail there. I'm not paying attention to her, and I'm sitting in her chair. So I've just committed all the cardinal sins. Alright, lower at the eyeliner. Oh, jeez. I'm not with it today at all. That was my L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner for my tight line. Very excited. The Ulta sale has the Urban Decay 24/7 on sale for half off. I forget, I think it's like the last day or almost last day of their sale, so like the 20th or 21st of September. And this is supposed to be a dupe for it. And with the half off, it's pretty much the same price. So I'm very excited to try that out. And it just shut off again. I'm so sorry. If it weren't for the fact that I'm almost done with this video, I would have scrapped it completely. But in case you missed this is the Appeal Gel Liner in Deep Taupe. I'm just going in to emphasize that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to spray with my MAC Fix Plus. Again, setting spray, just kind of brings everything together, makes it look a little less powdery. While that's drying down, going in with I've been obsessed with these liquid catsuits lately. After the 2 sets I bought, I must have 15 of them. But this is Give Me Mocha, probably my favorite color. If I was smart, which obviously I'm not, I would wear one of my L'Oreal Infallible since we are eating tonight, but this is what I wanted to wear. These last really well, but not through food. So I will just have to take it so that I can reapply. Alright, final step, my Revolution setting spray. If you missed my video, yes, setting spray does work. Yes, it also may dry you out a bit, which is another reason I use the Fix Plus beforehand. That's more hydrating. But I definitely want to keep my makeup look going through the whole day. So, minus my jewelry, here's my look. I hope you've enjoyed doing it with me today. I have been glad to have you here to keep me from getting too bored while I'm doing this. So, alright, until next time, I'm Christine at the Steak and Brush. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.